there is a march in support of Palestine this weekend, and it's planned to cross the Auckland Harbour Bridge, organised by the group Aotearoa for Palestine. It'll start at 9:30 a.m. It's expected it'll take several hours for everyone to walk across. Nadia Abu-Shanab is with us this morning, Aotearoa for Palestine organiser. Good morning.
Good morning, Ryan.
Good to have you at the desk. So 9:30 you're looking to kick off. So let's get the traffic out of the way, because this is one, I know you're from Wellington. Aucklanders hate the traffic.
Yeah.
So 9:30, and then do you know when it will finish?
We don't know when it'll finish. We're expecting to have thousands of people come out to show their support for demanding our government take action to end the genocide in Gaza and impose sanctions on Israel. And there's a lot of people who are passionate about that. So it might take many hours to move that diverse and awesome crowd of people through.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So a couple of hours, potentially a couple of hours, people could expect delays. You're in contact with police? They're okay with it? It's all sort of got the sign off, that kind of thing?
It's happening, yeah.
Wait, that's different. That's different to got the sign off.
So we're working with everyone we need to be working with to do what we need to do, alongside people who've successfully crossed the bridge before. So this is also being supported by people who are part of Hikoi Multisriti, who have, that knowledge of how we navigate through this space. So we're working with everyone we need to do, and we're confident about it.
All right, very good. And you'll keep everyone safe. We just had Heather on from weather saying it's meant to be quite windy. I know you're from Wellington, and we love our wind in Wellington, but it's meant to be windy tomorrow. Everyone will be kept safe. It won't happen if it's too, weather's too bad, that kind of thing.
We're wanting to go ahead because we've got a really important message to deliver. The time is now to deliver that message. We're on the eve of Winston Peters travelling to New York to a Global Leaders Summit to take our stand. What is the New Zealand position? And it's really important that we demand our government impose sanctions on Israel. We need to contribute to ending the genocide in Gaza. The killing has to stop.
And recognising Palestine as a state. I mean, presumably they will do that or threaten to do it before that meeting, like most of the rest of the Western world now. Yeah,
they might finally catch up. But here's the thing, Ryan, we also need to impose sanctions on Israel because recognition is symbolic. Sanctions are a consequence for Israel's serial violations of international law. Palestinians have been demanding sanctions because we need equal rights. We need to end the occupation, we need to stop the expansion of settlements, and we need to end the genocide in Gaza. When we have economic ties, when our retirement fund is invested in companies that benefit from genocide, occupation and settlements, we're actually contributing to the problem. So it's time not only to recognise Palestine symbolically, but to recognise Palestinian rights by imposing sanctions on Israel. There must be consequences.
All right. We will wait and see what Winston Peters says. Of course, they're all still discussing this whole thing, aren't they? Haven't quite made up their minds what they're going to do. For those, and I totally understand what you were saying and your perspective and point of view, but for those people in Auckland who only really care about what's going on in their own backyard, could you not have done this somewhere else? Does it have to cross the bridge?
First of all, I want to acknowledge that this is disruptive, and sometimes disruption is necessary. And what I would say is that I have to justify myself to my children in 10 years' time when they ask what we did about the genocide in Gaza. And I think New Zealand will actually be able to look back really proudly on this moment in history and this protest, and I think the people that were involved are going to feel proud. So I'm inviting people actually to come along, to join us, 9:30 tomorrow, Onipoto Domain. We're going to make history tomorrow because New Zealand is not only going to recognise Palestine as a state, but we are going to impose sanctions on Israel. Now is the time to do it. Let's catch up. Let's not be the last Western government to the table. Let's stand on a proud New Zealand history of actually being out in front with independent foreign policy. Because right now we're dragging the chain, and that's not who we are.
All right. Appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks so much for being with me. Nadia Abu-Shanab with us at the desk from Aotearoa for Palestine. That protest, by the way, kicks off 9:30 tomorrow morning.